Hello, hi, this is Christine Crowell here. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well, and I just want to say thank you to all of you that's come on here and debated with me regarding the videos that I've put up recently, and I think it's important to hear your views as well. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can stabilize your finances, because we really do need to be looking at planning ready for when April 2025 hits us. I know it seems like it's far away, but it really isn't. So how do you stabilize your finances to protect your business finances? And look at this now. You want to ensure that you're doing things that are money generating activities. That's the first thing. You don't stop things that's going to create money for your organization. Okay, don't stop because you're hearing this about the increase of national insurance, etc., 15%, and then the minimum wage £12.21, for example, as well as there's other costs that are happening for the public as well as for business owners. But today's video is about you, the business owner, what you can start doing now, because the main thing is to try and look at having money ready for if and when a crisis does hit you, so that you're not left vulnerable, because that's how businesses go out of business, because they don't have any cash, they can't get any cash from anywhere, and they have to close down because they can't afford to keep running, for example. That is one thing. I live in Cyprus, and I haven't not said I don't live in Cyprus, but I was born in the UK and raised in the UK, as well as I lived in America as well for 10 years. However, I have family and friends and business clients in the UK as well. I've been in Cyprus now for since 2020, since the lockdown happened, and it's been the best decision that I've ever made for me and my family. And I just want to say that there is a big difference that I'm seeing, for example, but I'm not going to go into that, because I want to really support you with you as the business owner for the business recovery that you need to start implementing. Really need to start thinking about that really as of now. Start doing that from, say, for example, Friday. Today is Wednesday, so Friday, for example. So I'm going to go through some of the things that you need to think about in terms of when you are looking at stabilizing your finances, because you've got to look at doing damage limitation and being prepared. Get your mind ready for crisis planning, damage limitation, because we don't know what the cause and effects are going to be from the budget, which was done by Rachel Reeves as well as Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, for example. There's a lot of backlash going on. As you know, the petition, which was done by a landlord petition, which is, really amazing that there's actually 2,782 and 81. So sorry, not 2,000, 2,782,081 signatures, for example. As you can see here, it is going up all of the time. You can see it's just going up. This is, amazing. It's not as fast as what it was before, but it's still going up. As you can see here, the figures are moving. It's live and it's happening. So, this is very real. This is real, and people are feeling that there is a threat, for example. So what I want you to think about is, did you know that like 82% roughly of businesses, they fail due to cash flow reasons, problems, for example. So let me go through this with you, and I just want to say thank you for listening to what I've got to say, and do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel here so that you can get further updates as well. Hi, like I said, my name is Christine Crowell. I've been in business for 35 years, for example, specializing in healthcare businesses, but I do other businesses as well. And I think all businesses need to do this, whether you're healthcare or whether you are a different type of business, you still need to do this. This is why I'm talking about business recovery, crisis planning, and I did the 30-day CEO challenge for elite performers, creating daily habits, helping you to overcome challenges, because I know that I knew that this was going to cause an effect, for example. And this is the reason why I started doing this over a month ago, so that people can be prepared and accept that this is a challenge, but it can be overcome. Because when the recessions have happened in the past, there's things that you can do today to learn from the mistakes that people made back then. And I was one of them in 2008, for example. I'm not going to say I wasn't, because I was, for example. So why does this matter to you? Okay, so look, financial stability is the quickest way to really derail any business. Okay, so rising costs, late payments from clients, unexpected expenses, because this could start happening to you where clients, they don't pay on time, or they're perhaps waiting for a payment to come through. So you have to wait for that payment to come through in order to do your payments, for example. Unexpected expenses can throw you, like, for example, you could get a tax bill, for example, and it can derail you. So most successful businesses do go into chaos. It's not just the small businesses. Big businesses go through this as well. It's not abnormal for this to happen. But what you can do is you can take control. So I've got my coffee here. It's decaffeinated. So I'm going to talk to you as I'm drinking my coffee as well. So, like I said, during 2008, the recession happened, and I personally experienced the effects of the finances that spiraled out of control, for example. And that's why I'm so passionate today about helping you, the British, and also wherever you are in the world, for example, to create a financial safety net. We need to do that. I didn't think about that when I started many years ago, especially before the crash happened in 2008. I had quite a few properties as well, and as well as multiple businesses, and it really did affect me deeply. You wouldn't imagine how deeply. But then I wasn't the only person that this happened to. Over 500 businesses a week go out of business in the UK alone. I haven't even done worldwide. So it's not abnormal, okay? But what you can do is you can learn from the mistakes that has happened, for example, okay? But you've also got to become like a Navy SEAL, Team 6. You got to really roll your sleeves up and get on with it. Don't leave it up to other people to do things for you. We got to work together to grow and to develop and really understand your business, because you're the only one that really truly understands your business to its core, because you built it. It's your DNA, not anyone else's. So you have to protect it. You have to do the work that's needed in order to survive. Look, there's these big guys that are doing 8 figures, multiple 8 figures, for example. What do you think they're doing right now? They're running and they're sorting out business recovery. They're doing damage limitations. You can see it in the papers and also online, where they're letting people go. And yes, there's seasons and there's seasonal jobs. I understand that, but there's also this factor as well. Okay, now you want to look at how you can protect your employees as much as possible, because this does really affect them as well. Because if you've got higher wages to pay, for example, plus you've got the national insurance that you're paying, plus the pension that you're paying, plus the holiday that you're paying, there's going to be some sort of impact happening within your business. So you've got to start thinking about what that really is now by you calculating. Don't wait for that time to hit you. Do it now to work it out. And this is why I'm doing this training, to help you to, to wake up, to see what is happening. For example, business can be good, but you've got to look at what you can do to grow your business. And if something is affecting your business, then you need to look at that and really protect it like a shield, like you're the armor. You've got to protect it, put your armor on and have a shield so that it's bouncing off of you, so you're not affected. Okay, so this is what this is about. The safety net is important, and this also sets you up for recovery and growth, especially when that time comes in April 2025. Then you shouldn't be affected, for example. So what steps can you do to stabilize your finances? Okay, you can cut unnecessary expenses. Start by identifying non-essentials. Review every expense that you have in your business. Write a list, get your journal out, write a list of everything that you are spending. What subscription softwares, which I mentioned before, what subscription softwares do you have? What office supplies do you have? Ask yourself these critical questions. Does your business really need that for survival right now? If the answer is no, then you need to eliminate it, okay? So here's an example, and I'm just going to say this, for example, if you're paying $500 a month for tools that you're not using, like I did, I got rid of some of my Microsoft tools and my telephones, for example, all these licenses, and I managed to make a savings of this amount, which can go towards paying for bills for the company, for example. So if you're paying, say, $500 a month, for example, that's a whopping $6,000 a year that you've redirected and could be used for marketing budget, for example, to increase your revenue for your business. Okay, so look at what else it is. Get yourself an expense tracker template. I can provide you with that, and I'm going to do that, not today. I'm going to provide you with some of the things that I talk about in the video, but I want to do it in a structured way, for example. Okay, so the second thing that you can do is you can focus on revenue generating activity. Okay, so now shift your focus to what's bringing in money for your organization. Prioritize products, services, or clients that are generating consistent revenue. Think about things that are, for example, reoccurring that you can do. Something that's going to bring money in for your business. You could be looking at what offers you can offer, what special deals can you create, for example. So spend more time nurturing some high value products like your clients, for example. Look at what specialisms that you can do. You know, the NHS, they're rushing to this healthcare technology. They're putting all this money into healthcare technology, transportation, the NHS, for example. What is it that you can do that's going to generate higher value income for your business? So restructure. Look at restructuring your business. Let go of some low margin services to focus on a core product that's tripled, that can triple your revenue in 6 months. Look, this budget was spoken about in October. It's going to be implemented in April. We're now end of November, for example. So let's do the maths here. So November, December, January, February, March, April. You got 5 months. 5 months to get this system in place so that you are protected and you're not running around thinking the time's come, what's going to happen. You know, you don't want to wait for this to hit you, for example. Number 3 is you can negotiate some payment terms that you've got with businesses, for example. Speak with your suppliers, like I said, about the extended payments that you could do, the terms, some discounts. You know, if you've been paying someone, you know, monthly for years and years, speak with them and say, hey, look, you know, I want to be able to structure things a bit. Can we look at reducing the price? I've been a good customer, for example. Let's look at a reduced price here so that I can stay with you, for example. Otherwise, I'm going to have to look for someone else that can offer me a better price, for example. So that's the action that you need to do. Do a negotiation email template, okay? These are all things that we provide in our business recovery bootcamp, but I'm also talking to you about this as well, okay? You also want to be able to, number 4 is really important, build a cash reserve. Even if it's just 50 to 100 pounds a month, start putting aside cash reserves and really put it into the bank, into the business account, for example, and think of it as your financial cushion, okay? Something to fall back on in emergencies. Because as time grows into next year, 2025, for example, the first quarter, probably going into the second quarter, you want to have a safety net that lets you navigate any future crises within, you know, without you panicking, for example. So open a dedicated savings account for your business and set up a small monthly transfer today. Do that today so that you got that ready to start by the end of the month, for example. Okay, so also look at the staff members that you've got. You know, do you need all of them right now? Is there certain times of the year that you need them? Then perhaps put them on as a seasonal worker. It all depends really what the contract of employment that you have with them, for example. So check that out. What you want to do is you want to really speak with your accountant, for example, looking at stabilizing your finances. You can also drop a comment below as to what support that you have done and that's working really well for you now. If you've got any questions as well, you can also, you know, just leave a comment here and I will answer it gladly, for example. We have got our business recovery bootcamp, which starts next month. And we also hold them every month because I think it's important to get this going as soon as possible so that you're ready and prepared for when April hits you. And we'll go through this in our, you know, daily discussions here as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm willing to answer any questions that you put in the comments here. Look, what you need to look at is how you can stabilize your income for your company. Tonight I'm going to be going live tonight as well, and I'm going to be talking about staff that you have, you know, the current staff members that you have, you know, who is an A player, who's a B player, who's a C player, for example. What are they doing for your organization? Because this is serious. It really is. Although all staff members and employees are valuable, I'm just saying that you need to be realistic as a business owner to really look at everything that you are paying out for, okay? Especially when the April hits you in 2025, for example. So I hope that you've enjoyed this session. Do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get further updates, because you really want to look at, you know, how you can really survive during this difficult time. You want to thrive during this difficult time, because the PMs, the Prime Minister, the Rachel Reeves, for example, the Chancellor, it seems like they're not backing down on what they've said. So they're just going for it. And although there's this petition, which is wonderful and great, it's saying what the people want. For example, whether the government are going to take notice of this, for example, is another story. Okay, it's going up, but you know, it's not law, for example. So we've got to really act and preserve and look at what we can do right now to grow the business. This, really see this as a time for you to really be focused and know what's really going on in your business. Every nook and cranny, you should know what is going on in your business, what the income is, what's going out, what am I paying for, what are the margins. You shouldn't be waiting for the accountant at the end of the year to give you your figures, because sometimes those figures are wrong, for example. So you just got to be mindful that you as the director really need to look at them and understand your figures so that you're able to know what's going on in your business and not leave it up to other people to really give you that information. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful for you. Do like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the internet. I'm going to be coming on live tonight. Like I said, subscribe so that you get notification when I'm going live, so that you can join me, and I will see you on the internet. I really am trying to give you as much information as possible so that you can grow your business without worrying about how you're going to cope when April 2025 comes, because you'll be able to grow if you implement these business recovery, these damage limitation strategies. If you implement it now, just like what the big guys are doing, then you're going to be doing well. All right, so take care. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day. Thank you.